Hi. It is Tamiko M. I am coming to check in. I'm coming to check right on it. Listen, I know you haven't seen me in a while. It's been a minute. I have chosen to step away from the tube just to do a little self care. And you know, I always talk about how important it is to self-care. So I have just been caring for myself. Nothing's really wrong. I'm okay. I am doing, okay. So that's what I've been doing. And I wanted to take a break for a little bit, and I wanted to stop in and say hello to everyone. And I hope everyone has been doing okay. I know. I hear you some say, no, I haven't really been doing okay, but hopefully things will get better. Hopefully things will get better, but I wanted to stop in again and just say hi. And also wanted just to talk about a little subject. Hey, I missed you too. I missed you too. I missed you too. Yes, I did. I had you all in mind, and that's the reason why I took a break and I said, let me stop in. And thanks to all of those who chose to look at uh, the repeat of my other YouTubes, and I hope that you still got something out of it, and I hope you got something new out of it. Okay, so the topic that I wanted to talk about was pivotal stops. Important stops, because it seems like that things have been inconsistent. Things have been inconsistent, and so we needed to take a break and we needed to stop for a moment. And so, and in life, there are times where we just need to take a break. There are times where we just need to take a break, and when I think about pivotal stops, when I think about important stops, I also think about destination and the type of transportation. How do we get somewhere? What transportation do we use to, you know, to go to a certain place, to go to an important place, to go to an event? And I was thinking about planes, and some people that travel on planes, and some people they travel by Ubers, and some people have their own personal car and they travel by their own personal car. And then some people take public transportation, and some people take vehicles like Accessoride that's available to them. And the point is that we all take some type of transportation to get there, even if it's walking. And so I got my little train here. Got my little train here. Yep, I got my little train here. Yeah, because my main transportation is public transportation. Anyway, so I got this train. I usually take either the train, or I usually take the bus or something like that. And so I wanted to know the reason why that we take these different types of transportation is to get somewhere, is to get to a destination, While I'm getting to my destination, there's a lot going on, especially on the trains, on the subways. On the subways, there's a lot going on. And overall, while there is a lot going on, there are pivotal stops that this conductor or that the driver makes. They don't just take me straight to my stop. So I'm hopping on the train, and I'm getting on the train, and sometimes while riding the train, I know that I'm looking for the train to take me to a destination, to take me to my stop. I really don't know anything about the driver, don't know anything about the driver and things like that. I'm glad you said that. Why do I need to know about the driver? And that's what I say when I do get to destinations, or when there are certain people or certain leaders, and it can be teachers, it can be anyone, that those who lead in the front, those who are leaders. Why do I need to know? Why do I need to know certain things about you? I'm glad you said that. Like, I don't really know the lifestyle of the driver who's taking me to my destination. But the main thing is that I just need to get there. I need to get there. And so I utilize this subway, I utilize this train to get to a certain point, right? To get to a certain point. And that's the same thing that I'm talking about, is sometimes we just know, or TMI, a lot of too much information is being told, um, on certain people, on certain, it could be family, family tells the tea, and or you spilling the beans on your friend and things like that. And the main thing is that I in the forefront of my head, I'm thinking, I'm utilizing you, I'm utilizing your service, I'm utilizing your service, because I need to get to a certain point, I need to get to a certain point. And basically, what all the other the middle all the middle stuff is sometimes irrelevant, because it's just too much information. It's too much information that I need to know. It's too much information. I really just need to know, can you get me there? Can you get me there? I'm here because I need you to get me a certain destination. And that's the reason why I kind of got on with you. That's the reason why I connected. You see how all of these are somewhat connected. That's the reason why I connected. This is the reason why I connected. You know how some take different flights, and you got to get off and you got to wait to a connecting flight to get to your destination. Nobody's not really thinking about the pilot, and the kind of lifestyle that lived, and what is the pilot going to do after, or what did the pilot do last night, or what did the pilot do. We just want to know that, can you get me there? I just need you to get me to my destination. And sometimes I gotta swing this around. Sometimes when people get on board with you, sometimes it's just for the ride. It's just for the ride. It's just for the ride. It's like, okay, well, I thank you. I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'm okay. And it's okay that some people just don't go the whole ride with you, because I'm not going the whole ride with the driver of the train. I just need the train. I need the train to get me at a certain point where I could get home, or get to whatever destination that I'm going to. And so what I'm saying is that when we think about getting to our destination, the main point we keep in the forefront of, why am I using your service? That's my point. Why am I using your service? And I'm using your service for you to get me to a point, not to take me all the way there, but I need you to get me to a certain point, and so I can go the rest of the way. And that's anywhere. That's anywhere. Even if you're driving and you say, let's just say you have a meeting to go to and things like that, and you're driving, you can only pull up in front of the building or the side of the building, because if you drive the car in the building, it might be a catastrophe. It really might be. It might be a big cost to you. It might be a big cost to you. And so that's what I'm saying, is that when we utilize people's services, when we utilize people's services, sometimes it's too much information that people want to say, you know, and so I'm just saying that it is so best to keep our minds in the forefront of why did we utilize the service, and sometimes while utilizing the service, some people just they fall off. They fall off. They fall off. Some people fall off. And so even though I have gotten off my stop, the train don't stop driving. It doesn't stop driving. And so sometimes when people do fall off, the one that's leading can't stop. Can't stop. The one that's leading can't stop. The one that's doing the driving can't stop. Now, I'm not saying that you don't take your pivotal moments, you don't take your breaks. I believe that everybody does need a break to refresh themselves, but you cannot totally stop. You can't totally stop, because there are some people who totally want to stop because they just heard too much information. They just received too much information. There are certain people that we link up with, and that we're connected to. Remember, there's still connections here. And you know, notice that, notice. Now, I'm just noticing the leaders are so stretched. This is like the longest one, while these two are the shortest one. So I'm gathering there's like a lot of responsibility that's on the leaders, while the people that latch on to the leaders, you know, they're just not just, but they're following along. They're following along. But the one who's really stretched is this one that's leading in the front. This one that's leading in the front. And so when people take their stop, so that, you know, they take their moment of rest, this train, it doesn't stop going. It just don't. It don't stop. I know that there is a lot going on in the world. I know it's a lot going on, and I know there's a lot of people it's like, hey, I really need to stop. Like, I really need to stop. I really need to stop, because I don't think that I can really like hold on anymore, you know. And the only thing is that I'm saying is that you know, too much information can kind of sway our viewpoint. It can kind of sway our viewpoint, and sometimes we just need to either not hear or move away from the information, or don't take it on. That's just the bottom line. You know, a lot of people want to make an announcement, you know, and that's another thing about the trains. They announce the stops, and a lot of people want to make the announcement, you know, but, you know, even with all announcements, we don't have to, we don't have to take it on. We don't have to really take it in. I mean, and so what I'm basically saying is just focus on your destination and where you have to go, and utilize the vehicle who's going to take you to your destination. Utilize the vehicle who's going to take you to your destination. All right. I am going to go now. Like I said, I really just came on to show my face, and, you know, let you know that I'm doing okay, and I just wanted to take A little self-care break. I am still on the self-care mode, but I really wanted to say hi. I wanted to say hi and let everybody know that I'm doing okay, and and hope that uh, you're doing okay, and hopefully that you will be better. You will be better once all the too TMI, or once all the too much information can kind of settle in and go away. All right, all right. I am done. I am really done. I am really done. Hopefully, that you got something out of this, and stay connected. You see how, these are so connected with each other. Please stay connected to someone. Stay connected somehow. Touch base and, stay connected. Stay connected. I think we can get through. Um, Life challenges if we stay connected and yet still take your self-care time. I am still connected, although I have been away from the two. I am still connected. I'm still connected. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. And again, before I go, always please don't forget to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and most of all, take care of each other. Take care of each other. Okay.